Hello there! Once again, this is Anton from Anton Obey with another slice of the collection that I just purchased recently. Today I'm going to be going through the image boxes. As I've said before, this collection belonged to Javier. He passed away. It was given to his brother sold it to me, and I have his collection basically in its entirety, minus most of the keys pulled. This is a lot of stuff that's image. He's had a lot of Marvel. I did a whole box of Batman. I think it was a box and a half of Batman I got from the guy. Paid about 50 bucks a box, which is better than the comic stores were offering him. And he was just glad to keep it all together. I am not, all this being said, I am not like a huge image guy. I don't know a lot about it. I remember when it started. Didn't look like it was my type of thing. So when Image came out, I passed on a lot of stuff. I was just not interested. I watched it all go up in price, then I watched it plummet down in price. Either way, I got a whole bunch of Image and I didn't pay much for it. So let's see what I got. The first thing I got, obviously, is Pitt #1 and Pitt #2, a character which I know virtually nothing about, except for the Marvel Legendary Heroes Build-A-Figure, which is one of the most impressive action figure Build-A-Figures I think I've ever seen or dealt with. It is a thing of beauty. Anyway, I got issues 1 and 2 of Pitt. Issue 3, this guy was pretty much a solid collector of this stuff. So I got issue 4, and I sometimes, when I'm going through this, I tend to think he was a bit of a spectator on like values and stuff, because like certain issues he would get multiples of. So like I got 3 issues of #5, issue #6. I've got 2 issues of issue 7. Sorry, 3 issues of issue 7. Issue 8. I love the art on these things. Originally I hated this stuff. This whole, I don't know, dark, really like scraggly looking stuff. It's really grown on me. Whenever you see it now, you just think back to the like late 90s. You think of Korn, you think of Todd McFarlane, and all that's good stuff to think about back in the day. Issue 10, issue 11, issue 12, which pretty sure looks exactly like issue 1. It's weird. Issue 13, issue 14, which that is some great color combination. That works for me. Even if I wasn't a fan back in the day, I would have seen that. I would have been tempted to grab that off the shelf. Something about that color green and that color purple, it always works. Issue 19, Pitt Crew #2. Don't know what this is. It's Pitt Full Bleed, I guess. I don't see a number on it. Pitt Crew #1. Pitt Ugly Americans. Okay. He's also got some other stuff here that I'm sure you guys will recognize. Let me pull these down real quick because these are going to take up quite a bit of room. I got Spawn, issue #1. This isn't from the collection. I just wanted to share this one. This is from the action figure. The original Todd McFarlane Spawn figure came in an action figure box, like an old Marvel Legends. Wasn't that great of a figure, but it came with a comic, and that's literally like all I know about Spawn is from what I got there. Here's more evidence that I kind of feel like he was speculating on value. I got 2 issues of #2. 2 issues of #3, 2 issues of #4, 2 issues of #5, issue 6, 2 issues of #7. I got 2 issues of #8. Now I should point out, these are all gorgeous Todd McFarlane artwork. Todd McFarlane. Farm McGrodland, whatever you want to call him. Issue 9, I believe this is a good one. This is the first appearance of Angela, if I remember right. Angela, who also has her own Marvel Legends. That's good. Anytime you have Cerebus in your comic, that's always a plus. Spawn #11. Yep, Tom McFarmland. He he did do some amazing artwork. And the thing that gets me about Todd McFarlane that you didn't even really realize, I didn't realize until later, not only was he doing pretty good artwork for what it was, he was making a style that was uniquely his that you see tons of people try to emulate throughout the years. So like Todd McFarlane invented this kind of art and then everybody like followed it. And anytime you can say that about an artist, that's pretty cool. I got issue 14, 15, 16, Spawn 17, Spawn 18, got 2 issues, Spawn 19, 20, I don't know many of these characters' names. I am ignorant of Spawn. Issue 21, issue 22, 2 copies of that, 23, 24, that's a sweet cover of Spawn. I like that cover. 25, 26, that cover is good, but I don't know. He always looks so crappy. All chewed up or rotted or dead or whatever. And I've noticed he does not really share the covers with anybody other than the title character, which I kind of appreciate that. I always hate it when you get a book and it's like, I don't even know who this is on the cover, you know? Issue 30, 31, Redeemer? I'm guessing this dude's name. If I remember right from the action figure line, that is Redeemer. And that would be my information from the Todd McFarlane action figure line. Pretty sure his name was Redeemer. I cannot be positive. I'm sure if I'm wrong, somebody will let me know, as they always do. Violator, that guy's name was Violator, I'm pretty sure. And that's like the same guy in just a different form. And let's stop for a minute to appreciate how disgusting that is. He's actually holding someone's head and talking like a puppet. Sam and Twitch. And the only reason I know that is because I also have their action figures. I am not a Spawn comic person, or wasn't, but I definitely have virtually every action figure I could ever get my hands on. I remember this issue. I cannot remember anything about it. Cygorilla, if I remember right. Cygorilla. Christmas Spawn. Always love the Christmas Spawn covers. Issue 39. It looks like I am missing issue 40, and that is the first one I have not seen in here. This looks like a pretty solid run. 42 and 43. I always love Todd's work of the green smoke. This is not Todd, but as you can see, this is totally, he invented this green smoke. Issue 44. Issue 45. Greg Capullo, I think it was Greg Capullo or whatever. He was able to draw Spawn. I've seen some of his issue work. If I remember right, it was pretty darn good, and it was almost I could barely distinguish it from McFarlane stuff. Issue 47, issue 48, 49. That is disgusting. Issue 50. 2 copies of issue 50. Good use of a white background in issue 51. 52, it looks like we get a guest appearance from the Savage Dragon. Male Bolgia or something like that. Male Bolgia. I cannot, it's that big guy. I do not know how to pronounce the name. I never watched the movie. Issue 55. Issue 56. 57 looks like more Cygorilla or Cygor or whatever that thing's names was. Issue 58. Issue 59, Big Doughy Eyes. Issue 60, looks like he finally handed the clown his ass, literally. Issue 61. Issue 62, Angela returns. 63, 64. I got 2 issues of 64. Issue 65, and I would say this is probably about the time the movie came out, since I'm seeing all sorts of movie imagery on this cover. Like I said, I didn't watch the movie. I've heard it sucked. I've heard the graphics, I should say. I've heard the graphics sucked. Issue 67, 68, 69, Sam and Twitch, issue 70, 71, 72, Spawn 73, 74, Spawn 75, Spawn 76, I think his woman's name was Wanda. Spawn 77, I don't know what's going on with this cover, but I found this giant Spawn figure with the wings and everything, and I think it was a flea market somewhere for like $5-10. Bought it, super pleased with it. Issue 78, Spawn 79, Spawn 80, AT1, skipped an issue to 83, 84. Still, this is an amazingly solid run of Spawn. For, you know, it's one thing to like build a collection and put a bunch of books together. It's always kind of overwhelming to just purchase the entire set all at once, because I mean it's just like so many issues of it. You can see in one little instance how the character, how the art developed through the years, and you're looking at it all in just a span of a few minutes. And I don't know, sometimes I feel like it would be better if I got to build some of these up slowly and see them all. But you know, when you get the opportunity to just get an entire set of something, especially something that I'm not familiar with like Spawn, it's really neat to just see it all at once. All at once, you get to see the character development. You get to see how the artist improved or deteriorated. You know, it's cool. If you ever get the opportunity, you should do it. Just pick up a whole series. Issue 93, 94, 95. Gonna have to back up just a little bit. '96. I like that cover of Angela. 97. Skips 98. Jumps to 99. He does have Spawn issue 100. He has a variating cover of 100. He has the epilogue of 100 and 101. Then he jumps to 102, 103, 104, 105. And then we start getting a little sketchy, and we jump to 111, 112, issue 113, 114, 115. And in my opinion, I don't think these covers on these later ones after 100 are as good as the earlier stuff was. They all seem to be extremely similar. Color palettes all seem to be extremely similar, and they're just not as visually captivating. In my opinion, that's how all comics got as the modern age went on. It was all the same color palette. I was a lot less, I loved it when it was more colorful, a little bit more varietied. You look at stuff from the 80s, man, it was all over the board. And newer stuff, I think in general, in my opinion, just kind of got, it was like it was all painted with the same brush. And I blame computers. But yeah, I think a lot of these covers look extremely similar, and I thought that earlier Spawn stuff, in my opinion, looked a lot better. He does have issue 200. He stopped at 125. I'm guessing he stopped collecting about that point, but came back and grabbed issue 200 later on, is what I'm assuming. He also has Angela 1, 2, and 3, which I was pretty happy with. And that's probably all I'm going to run through for now. There's a whole bunch more image stuff. This is what I thought was probably the most interesting because it's a huge, huge set of Spawn. And like I said, I'm not familiar with it, and it is amazing to get all these years of Spawn all at once and just see how the book just evolved through time. Anyway, that's my story. Thank you guys for watching. Now I'll catch you guys later.